Oh, is he here? He's gonna probably play his first move in a minute. All right, he is here. Okay, so in the beginning I played a 600, I played a 2000, and now I'm playing a 1300. Well, we're just gonna round it up and say 1400 because 1379 is basically 1400. I actually really like these late night streams. I don't sleep. I'm glad you like LJ. And Vicious Content, what's good? How you doing? My buddy got me into chess. Been watching you to catch up to him in 1K rating. Let's go. That'd be awesome. And just for everybody to know, if you do ! Coaching, I do offer one-on-one coaching sessions, like 30-minute, 1-hour lessons. The first time that we do a lesson, it would only be $20, just to let everybody know. And that would be my cheapest option until I actually have like a paid community where everybody can join and like watch the content that I have that will be specifically for you to improve from 0 elo all the way to 2000. You're gonna see H1 chuck chess pieces from the board in the BG on YouTube. Most likely, yeah, you're gonna see me. You're gonna be entertained, but at the same time, you're gonna understand. Okay, I learned the new opening. I have been begging for 20 minutes. I'm sorry, Anonymous. That's why I really don't do these rapid games that much, because I don't really get to play a lot of people. And plus, 2 hours already passed. Just to tell y'all a secret, especially the people that's been on TikTok that know Lamina. Me and Lamina is actually going to be doing a collaboration tomorrow. Me and Lamina will actually be doing a collaboration tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. He's a 2400. I think he's 24 something on chess.com. Possibly already a 2500 because he was grinding when I was seeing him stream. Yep. I am playing the Sif. Dang it, I still can't say this word. I seen the video. I seen the pronunciation video. Oh man, how you say this word? The Sveshnikov? The Sveshnikov. I'm just gonna call it that. I'm just gonna call it that. Sveshnikov. But this is the last. I'm sorry, man. I have 0 elo, but I'll be H130. If you got 0 elo, you're definitely not beating me. You're definitely not beating me. Now he's a 2400. Yeah, very strong opponent. And we're actually going to be playing some games too. So, like I said before yesterday, if you're going to play this opening, you have to do the move knight to b5 to actually put pressure on my side as the black pieces here, because I can equalize very easily. And even if I lose this game, which is very possible, I'm already happy right here because I know that I equalized. So if you're going to play this opening and I play the move e5, you have to do the move knight to b5 in a hurry. That's like a guaranteed move that you have to do.
Just followed.
Because now I can get the move d5 in, and usually once black gets to move d5 in this opening, you can call it whatever you want. I'm going to call it the Sveshnikov. I'm going to call it that. I'm pretty happy. My pieces are very vibrant. That knight is being attacked. They're going to have double pawns on the c-file. They are going to have some type of attack on the king side, and that's one con for the black pieces. But I found out I can defend it pretty easily. Dang it, how do you say it? Dang it, somebody sent me a video. Somebody sent me a video on my Discord. Let me bring it up right quick. I'm gonna bring up the video on my Discord. Somebody was the GOAT. Copy text. All right, we're gonna learn how to say This word, because it's complicated. I don't ever say words like this.
Sveshnikov.
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 They're saying it like it's an N in between it, but it's a V. So I'm just gonna say it like that. Sveshnikov.
Sveshnikov.
Sveshnikov. Yeah, that's a hard word to say. I'm gonna need like an easier translation of that. I'm gonna need like an easier translation of that. We're gonna take knight to c3. We're gonna double up the pawns on the c file. We're gonna double up those pawns. Well done, h1. Yes, Snefchikov. Yep, we're gonna say it like that. We're gonna go bishop e7, and then we're gonna castle kingside. And yeah, this position is completely fine for the black pieces. Yeah, I have platinum membership, so I got free puzzles as well. Yeah, hey, cool. It's literally Snefchikov. It's literally how it's written. Hey, bro, chill. Just because I can't say a word doesn't mean I need you to judge me. Doesn't mean I need you to judge me. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually a new move that I've never faced before. So I'm out of book. This is actually a new move. Because now I gotta contend with, if I castle, they could do bishop takes on c6, pawn takes on c6, knight takes on e5. So I'm gonna have to have something prepared for that, right? Like, I can't just allow you to take my e-pawn. I guess I could get away with it, maybe. But I don't think I want you to. I could do the move queen to c7. Queen to c7 is definitely an option. Queen to b6 is definitely an option. Maybe. Queen b6, but then our opponent could do rook to b8, b1, which is pretty irritating. I could do bishop to g4 right now. Bishop g4, pinning the knight to the queen. And that would actually be... I think I actually like that. Yay! There's so many options here. I think I can get away with castling, though, if I really wanted to. My back hurts. And my opponent is up on time, too. We're going to have to look at what to do after bishop to b5 and figure out exactly what's the correct move to do there. Because I don't want my pawns to be, like, discombobulated. So the positional side of me wants to do the move queen to c7. We're going to do queen to c7. Bishop takes, queen takes, knight takes on e5. Queen can take on g2. I think we're still fine here. Cheese Champ, hey, how you doing? This is going to be my last game. I have been doing full analysis on each one of the games that I've been playing the viewers. So, yeah. We're going to castle. If they still want to take, then now it's going to be a different capture. It's not going to be with the queen. Was queen d5 good? Potentially, yeah. I was looking at that too, but then I would have ran into like c4. I would have had to calculate that. I would have had to calculate c4. Right now, I could do bishop to g4. I can do bishop to g4. I think I can get away with doing f6 here, but I don't know. I would have to calculate this check. There's a lot of moves that could be done here. Bishop g4, bishop takes, g takes, rook takes. That could happen. But I think I can take that rook. We're gonna play a little bit quicker because I don't want to. I don't want to lose on time. But there is tactics in the air, though, that we're going to have to watch out for. They can do that. That is definitely an option. But I don't know if that's good for them, though. But that is an option, though. I did consider that. That is giving away a pawn. But at what cost, though? Okay. Let's see what they got here. They can take. Yeah, at what cost are they giving away that pawn? We're going to go queen to c7 because we still have to protect this bishop on e7. We still have to protect this bishop on e7. They can capture our bishop right now. Take it with the f pawn does look good because you get the rook. You get the rook developed. But that's just not my personality, guys. I'm sorry. It's just not my personality. But there were some interesting lines to do there. I'm a pretty risk-free type of person, and I already know that. That's why I'm just going to capture with the h-pawn. I'm thinking this is fine too. And my opponent is up in material, but they got double c-pawns. I see you. Okay. So they do got double c-pawns. And generally, those are like, it's considered one pawn. It's considered like, it's not considered 2 points. It's considered 1 point. Because they're going to have to defend those pawns pretty much the entirety of the rest of this game. Bishop takes on c3 is better than knight takes on c3. Ah! I always like the lines of, I tried knight takes on c3. I always like the lines with, wait a minute. Didn't I do knight takes on c3? Oh, bishop takes on c3. You saying bishop takes on c3 is better than knight takes on c3. I always like the lines of knight takes on c3 so that I still have the double bishops while my opponent still has the weakness on the queen side. But I could look into it. There's probably something that black can get trapped by. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. So right now I could do bishop to f6 to attack my opponent's pawns. We're going to do that really quickly because we're at 3 minutes. We're going to do bishop to f6. Probably going to do b6 here. And then we're going to do rook to c8. Very simple. Attack my opponent's pawns. And then potentially maybe go behind here and attack my opponent's pawns there. That is an interesting move. I think I have b6 here, though. I think I have b6 here. Could have did b6 first. I did this move pretty quickly, and I don't know if that's the right move. To be honest, I think I should have did b6 first and then bishop c5. But that's generally what happens if you are down on time. That's generally what happens. Could I versus you? Not this live stream because this is gonna be my last game. But tomorrow, try to verse me. I might be doing a tournament with everybody. Still can't believe that game from the 2 streams ago. What game are you talking about? What game are you talking about 2 streams ago? Is that one of the games that you won when I was on the board?
The Borsey just followed.
The Borsey and Zach Lacken. Thank you for the follow. Wait, H1, are you wearing your own merch right now? No, this is actually from another company. They sent it to me a long time ago. Surprisingly, they sent it to me a long time ago. I don't know if it's still up though.
Josh and Josh just followed.
I wanted to get more shirts like this, but I don't know if that Instagram page is still up. I'm gonna have to find them. H1 is 1100 game where people that I cheated, I won on time. Oh, nah, yeah, you just won on time. Because I couldn't like actually do the moves on the board. I was like showcasing it. But I figured out a way where I can like go on the phone and actually finish off the game when I'm under 1 minute. So nobody's gonna be beating me on time anymore. I'm looking at the chat too, guys. Like it's just a chat. I don't want anybody accusing me of like cheating during the live stream. Wish I had a chess shirt like that. I mean, wish you had a chess t-shirt, not gonna lie. Hey, look it up. And then plus, put in exclamation merch. I do have merch. It says chess knowledge with H1, but I mean, the designs are pretty cool. The designs, I like them. I wear them all the time. Ah, man. I need to stretch out my legs. My opponent has been thinking for a while, so they might be thinking about like a thematic move here. Their pawn structure is kind of whack. I will say that. And I'm just being truthful, you know. But they do have some pros in the position other than their pawn structure. They do have a lot of activity, and they do have a future kingside attack, like I was going to mention too, because these pieces can come to the kingside very quickly. So now I'm going to have to think about moves like h5, g5, etc. That's why I was saying I should have did b6 first and then bishop c5 so that I have some attack on the king side. Now, and they have options of possibly doing bishop f4 in the future, but they can't do it right now because I could take that. They can't do it right now.
XD_Cyrex_2 just followed.
That is a confusing move though, because can I just take that pawn? Honestly, I don't like think y'all would blunder like that. So I'm thinking that he wants to open up the H file and get an attack off with the rook. I don't know how good that is though. I honestly don't know how good that is. You know what? We got to do a move quickly. So we're just going to go along with our plan and just like hammer down on the weaknesses on the C file. I'll hop on Anonymous. What are you talking about? Play a match then with Anonymous and see who's going to win. Tell me who won. Our opponent could possibly get a big attack with this move H5, but I'm thinking we can just trade pieces off and get into like a balanced endgame. Do you not want us to suggest moves? No, not really. But, I mean, y'all can suggest moves. I'm just going to have to, like, turn my head away from the chat. Y'all can suggest moves, though. I'm not exactly looking at it. Can I do this? Isn't that just a move? Isn't that just a pawn? Are we getting into some like rook endgame? Oh no, they went like the super solid route. Well, they think this is a super solid route, but I'm gonna have to remind them that like I'm the endgame maestro. That's what they call me in the streets. So take rook over here, or I could do rook up here first. They don't call me the endgame maestro. They call Franz that. I can take here, here. Wait a minute. I don't want to get into a position where, you know, I'm just going to take. I don't want to get too low on time either. I don't want to get too low on time. Now I'm in this weird position. We are gonna protect this pawn. I did want to take a chance and actually put 2 of the rooks on the second rank, but I think they kind of. I didn't know who's faster. Honestly, I didn't have enough time to. I could still do it though. The option is still there to do that. The option is still there to do that. Okay. So now they're going for it. So this actually might be a draw. But I guess we'll never know. Okay. So I got a few defenses here. You're just gonna have to figure out what my opponent wants to do. Because I can protect my pawn like this, like so. I could do checks too. I just don't want it to be losing. I think this is defending though, oddly enough. I think they might have got a draw out of this position because I should have went for it. I could actually still go for it. I don't know. Let's see how he plays this endgame. I got 19 seconds left. I'm gonna have to like actually concentrate. You need to study coordinates. Not gonna lie. What do you mean I need to study coordinates, bro? Unless you can beat me 100% of the time, you don't tell me what to do. I'm your granddaddy. You're not mine. I'm your granddaddy.
Gucci_pigeon372 just followed.
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Okay, so now we're in this end game. Oh, wow. They're really going for that. Why are they going for this?
Madi Mataku just followed.
Why are they... What are they doing? I don't know what they're doing. But we are going to try to push our our queenside pawns. That's going to be our main goal. Let's see if they know their rook pawn end games. Can you convert this kid? Most likely I can. Because I know this rook pawn end game like the back of my head. All right, let's do it. Let's try to convert it, guys. The only problem is I think this is already a theoretical draw. So that kind of sucks. Yeah, I'm pretty I mean, if you're going to play chess, you got to be a little bit cocky. Are you almost a master? No, I'm not almost a master. I mean, I think I'm pretty close to a national master though. I'm not going to lie. But to play chess, you got to be a little bit cocky. Just think about, remember when Magnus Carlsen faced against Garry Kasparov for the first time when he was around like 13? Do you think that he respected Gary Kasparov when he almost got a draw? And that was a game that he almost won against a world champion. No, he didn't respect them. That's the answer. He didn't respect them. Let's figure out what they want to do. They could easily mess up here. I'm gonna try to get a win. I think they might be surprised that I'm trying to do this, but I'm gonna try to get a win. I did F6 because I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to have the double pawns to try to win it with. So I would much rather try to win this way. So now I know I can definitely finesse a win in this position. I can finesse something in this position. Oh yeah, this is, you're gonna have to do something about this position. You gotta learn your rook pawn in games. You should have kept that pawn on the end. You were so close to a draw too, and it kind of sucks. I think you're still kind of in draw territory. It's just a little bit harder. I had to make sure that this wasn't a loss. I think this is losing territory now. Nah, usually like your opponent starts like doing bad moves in the end game. I mean, just to be blunt, because chess is a blunt game. But that's why I tell generally people, if you're bad at end games, you have to study rook pawn end games. If you want to do better at end games, you got to study rook pawn end games. Because if you don't, then you're gonna get into like weird positions like this where you kind of like forced this position to happen with what you did, and now it's losing. I'm not saying I can't still draw this, but this is definitely losing. I'm unfollowing if you draw or lose. Yeah, this shouldn't be a draw or a lose. I got too many bonds right here. Honestly, y'all should unfollow if I get a draw or a loss in this position, to be honest. I gotta make sure I'm doing these moves correctly, though. Yeah, F pawn is a draw. I mean, no, F pawn is a win. G pawn, if I just had the G pawn here, it would have been a draw without the F pawn. It's a draw because of this sequence that I'm about to do right now. So not F2 right now, but actually the move rook H2 makes it a win. Because now I'm threatening F2, rook H1, and then queen, or like take their rook. Ooh, okay. They're fighting a little bit. I think they're kind of in like a Zugzwang position now, right? I still forget these drawn games sometimes. Let me think about it. See what they're gonna do. They're defending like their life depends on it. Oh, I'm thinking that works. Yeah, I'm thinking that works. I had to actually think about it. I was like, what? I was like, what? There you go. Okay, good game. I did not want to draw that. He was about to unfollow. You're actually alright in this game. Yeah. Simplify that. Good game. The time had me stressed out for a second. Yeah, I was kind of stressed out of the time too, but I could have like repeated moves and the position would have changed. I could have did.
1111111 just followed.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Nice finish, dude. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Potatoes, thank you for the follow. Thank you. And that's how you play Ruck Endgames. I think that could have been a little bit cleaner though.
7670.